Welcome back, drawing buddies. This week we're going to draw Scud, the Disposable Assassin, from pencils to inks to colors. So if that sounds like a good way to spend, I think, only 11 or 13 minutes or so, then let's draw. Scud's first appearance, as far as I know, was in Scud number 1 from 1994. And I've mentioned this in many other videos that I love Scud. Scud is like my favorite. He's an indie book. He was published by Fireman Press from 1994, I believe, to 1998. Rob Schrab, the creator, left us on a big old cliffhanger in 1998. 90% sure the final issue he published then was issue 20, and the end said, you know, the conclusion is like the next issue. Well, that issue took 10 years to be published, more than that, because I think it came out 2009. And I was a slave to the Scud. For years, I would go to my local comic shop, and I'd say, anything on Scud? I'm like, nope, nothing. Any solicitations? I'm like, nope, nothing. Because back then, we couldn't look on the internet. I couldn't follow Rob Schrab's Instagram. All I had to do was suffer and wait. And I might be the only person who was suffering and waiting, but I doubt it, because Scud was pretty darn awesome. And then in 2009... on his Instagram, he announced that he's taking the summer off and he's gonna do that last issue of Scud. And the cool thing about that last issue of Scud is it actually turned out to be 4 issues of Scud. I guess what happened, because I was reading a little bit about it today, was Image Comics called him up. They wanted to reprint the 20 issues. And I guess he just got the rights back and everything for all the things he licensed out and stuff. And he figured it was time to finish it. So he said he was taking a summer off all his commitments because he was a Hollywood guy. He was working on the Sarah Silverman show, I think, as a writer, director, maybe both, I don't know. And he was going to get Scud done. And he did. And he went out with a bang. Now, I only read 4 issues of Scud leading up to this because I haven't read it in years. But now that I started, I'm going to read a little every day until I finish it. Because it's 24 issues now, I believe. And I got the whole shebang, the graphic novel. But that's a real pain in the butt, so I found it online to read it. And I don't feel bad about that because I paid my $80 or $90 for the hardcover, the whole shebang. I have probably 3 full sets of Scud. I only have one of the variant cover for number 18, though. I used to have 3, but they jumped up in price a lot at one point, so I sold a couple. And I don't have the second prints for 21 and 22. I used to have them. But again, they shot up to like $200-300 at one point. I'm like, I'm selling these. But now I kind of regret it because I don't have them. And the only Scud book that I never owned, I guess Emerald City or some Los Angeles Comic-Con back in 2009, they had an exclusive variant at the show. And I've only seen the cover once, a CGC forum. Somebody, hold on, the pencils are done. It's time to ink Scud, the Disposable Assassin. So where was I? Oh, the variant for whatever Comic-Con that was in 2009. It was only available there, and I've only even seen the cover because somebody way back when sold one in a CGC forum for like $100, and I wish I was the guy who bought that, but I didn't know back then, so I couldn't get it. So that's an issue I'm pretty sure I'll never have. So Rob Schrab, if you're watching this and you got a copy of that Comic-Con exclusive and you want to sell it to me, I will gladly buy it, because I know you're selling a bunch of stuff on your eBay store, and every once in a while you sell some original art and stuff. So if you have that variant, and somebody points you to this video, please, sell me a copy of that book, so I could complete my Scud collection. So I have a tattoo of Scud on one of my arms. I posted a picture on my Instagram, so if you follow me on Instagram, you can find it. Maybe I'll post it again when I post the picture for this video, but I'm terrible at posting things on Instagram. But I'm going to post this because I want Schrab to see it, and he usually does. And it makes me feel good to know that he liked my drawing of Scud, because he did on my last one, because I tagged him in it. And I was in Indiana. I'm from Connecticut. I'll self-dox myself that far. And I was visiting my sister in Indiana, 'cause she moved to Indiana. And I went to get myself some lunch because she was at work and everything. And I was hungry, and I'd never been to a Culver's before. So I went to Culver's. I ordered their butter burger because everybody told me to get the butter burger. And I'm going to be the first person to tell you, that Culver's doesn't live up to the hype. So if you love Culver's, I'm sorry, but it's not great. But that's not the point of this story. I'm sitting there and I'm eating my Culver's Butterburger, and I got a t-shirt on because it's summertime. And some guy just says, "Hey man, is that Scud on your arm?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, it is." He's like, "Awesome, I've never seen a Scud tattoo before." So that made me excited. Some random guy in a Culver's in the middle of Indiana. Well, it's not the middle of Indiana. It's in, I think it was in Uniontown. She doesn't live there anymore, so I could dox her too. It's right by Notre Dame. So yeah, I'm not the only one. So that made me happy to know that Scud lives. And Rob, if you're ever doing another issue of Scud, I would love to do a variant cover or draw pages. I would rather draw Scud than do an issue of Batman, and that is the truth. So I'm just throwing that out there. You want to write a story? You want somebody to draw it? I will bang that thing out, and I will get it done within whatever deadline you need, and hopefully it'll live up to the hype, and it'll be at least as good as the work you do, because, I don't know if it would be, but I would like to think I could maybe pull that off. You could tell this is one of those videos I'm excited to do, because I'm just rambling, and I put probably the whole video's worth of information in the first quarter of it. So, yeah. But anyway, I read 4 issues of Scud just to brush up on some Scud knowledge, because it's been a while. And the first 4 issues, I pretty much remembered all of it, so that made me feel good, but it filled me in on the details. So it starts out in the mannequin factory. I already forgot the name of the mannequin factory. And there is a monster in the mannequin factory eating its employees. And what the hell? Mr. Spider God, I gotta look up his name. He runs the plant, or he owns the plant or whatever. And he tells a random employee, who I'm guessing is a manager, that you need to solve this problem, because if this thing keeps eating my employees, I'm not going to make any money, because I won't be able to make any mannequins. So the guy doesn't care about the employees, he just cares about making money off the mannequins. And this creature keeps eating the employees. So the employee goes to a vending machine, because in this universe, you could buy assassins in vending machines and sick them after whoever you want, and apparently it's not illegal. And it costs you 3 francs, or a franc, I think. It's a coin. I don't know if that's $1, $100, $200, but that's what it costs you. So the guy puts the coin in, he gets Scud, he's like, "What's the job?" And he puts a little disc inside Scud that tells him he has to take out this creature that's eating people in the plant. And Scud goes in hot, and he almost takes him out, but then, the guy gets, the creature gets the upper hand on him, and he ends up retreating. And while he's in a bathroom pulling some deer antlers out of his back, because the monster attacked him with deer antlers. Oh, the monster's name is Jeff, by the way, and he's made out of parts of different things. Like, he's got a big mouse trap on his chest, and his hands are mouse traps. His legs are striped, and they got mouths on them, and they talk in movie quotes. One of the lines from Batman Returns, and I recognize a couple others, but I read this like 8 hours ago when I was watching a kid, so I don't remember everything, unfortunately. And there's also a squid roped onto Jeff, and he keeps shooting Scud in the face with ink to blind him. That's one of the problems Scud was having. And when Scud's in the bathroom washing the ink out of his eyes, he noticed there's a plaque on the back of him that says that he's a Scud Heartbreaker series 1373, I believe, and that he will self-destruct once he stops his prey, once he kills his prey. So he freaks out. So he goes and he takes care of Jeff, but he keeps Jeff alive. And then he brings Jeff to a hospital. Oh, the inks are done. It's time to color Scud, the Disposable Assassin. So he decides he needs to keep Jeff alive, but life support costs money, so he needs a job. So he decides to be a freelance assassin, since clearly that's legal in his universe. And he gets hired by Tony Twist to take out a guy, Palapalpli or whatever, because he accidentally unalived a mob boss's daughter. So Scud goes to take on that job. And he kind of goes a little nuts because he gets shot in his little contempt meter. So he loses his mind, and he dresses himself like Jesus and puts barbed wire around his head. And it's the coolest page in the first 4 issues, at least. And it's, he's sitting there holding a big old laser gun. He's like, "I'm Jesus with a laser pistol," and he says something else. And I actually, a long time ago, I made a giant 18 by 24 inch print of that page, which I have in a portfolio in my closet. So I'm going to frame that and hang that up. I never did. I also have some Scud trading cards that I bought off Rob Schrab on his eBay store. It's a full page sheet. and it's autographed. I got to get that framed. And I'm pretty sure somewhere I have the poster, the promo poster, the Surreality Just Got Funky poster. So I got a lot of Scud stuff. And it was Scud's 32nd birthday a couple weeks ago, and I totally missed the sale because I had to pay bills and I didn't get a free Scud sketch. So I'm kind of bummed out about that, but what can you do? I got one from his 25th anniversary, so I have that. So, you know, hopefully he'll do another one, and I'll be able to pick one up then. Or I'll look see if someone sells one on eBay and they're affordable, because when they did the 25th anniversary one, somebody did, and I think I picked up another one, even though it was the same exact sketch I had. I'm also running out of time to talk about Scud. I also have the Scud Sega Saturn game, but I don't have a Saturn to play it on, so that's kind of depressing. But yeah, Rob Schrab, if you see this, you should do the Dave Stevens thing without, you know, being unalive, because Dave Stevens sadly is not with us anymore. But they put out new Rocketeer books. Other people write them, other people draw them. Maybe you could just write a script and have other people draw it. I volunteer. I'll work cheap, like just for the fact that I get to do it, because I love Scud, and I think the discipline of drawing a whole comic book would be awesome for me. But yeah. Or do like a Tales from the Vending Machine kind of thing, like you did when Jim Mafu drew stories of other ones like the Scud Souls and the Scud in the West. The Oswald Drywall show, that was a cool little limited series. Drywall Unleashed, awesome. La Casa Nostroid, awesome. I got 2 copies of that. I don't know where that came from. I thought I had 1. But yeah, more Scud would be great, even if, you know, you let other creators tackle it, or you just do the scripting. That's what I'm throwing out into the universe, Rob. So if you planned on doing that, super cool. It's also this video, I was going to save it for the end of the month for the channel anniversary. I'm like, you know what? It's my birthday this week. More self-doxing, which I shouldn't be doing. And since Scud is my favorite, and I finished the drawing, I decided to put Scud out. So my birthday week is Scud and Absolute Batman. But I did the Batman chibi style, but I put buildings in the background, and I went all in on that one. So it ended up being more than 15 minutes. So I made that the long video for this week. And Scud, I wanted that to be the Friday video, but it only came in at like 12 minutes. Maybe 11 or 13, I don't remember. So I was like, so I'll make Scud the middle week video. But I even out the shorts and everything, so hopefully you guys will watch this, because I would like to talk more about Scud and get through it, or draw Oswald and Drywall together or something, or Mission, or Voodoo Ben. Fighting Voodoo Ben, that would be pretty cool. So there are plenty of Scud drawings I could do. Oh, Scud is done, so we're done with this conversation. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening to me ramble on about Scud. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Give me a birthday like. Watch the whole video. Give me some minutes. And have a great week. And go out and draw something.